Greetings, everyone. Today we'll be discussing about Global City, its attributes, and connection. But first, what is Global City? Now, the first thing that comes to mind when you have the word Global City is that it entails a city in which it has a global influence. Now, today would be an identifying the attributes of a global city and analyze how cities serve as engines of globalization. And what is the meaning of global city? What are the characteristics of global city? And what are the examples of global city? Moreover, what are the challenges of global cities with the COVID-19 pandemic? We will also be tackling about the global village theory, which is its introduction, its identification of the attributes, and its examples. Now, many of us know global cities like New York, London, and Tokyo. Now, it is also worth noting that many of us haven't gone there, but many of us also know in our knowledge what those cities are. Now, the term is coined by sociologist Saskia Sassen in the 19th century. Now, a global city is a city that poses a certain influence on the global economic, cultural, and political landscape. The cities are hotspots of international finance, business, and trade. They often entail as conduits for transportation and communication networks. Global cities are also known for their cultural diversity and their ability to attract talent around the world. Now, as I've said earlier, for example, is New York. There are many factors when it comes to New York. New York possesses the New York Stock Exchange. London is the finance stock exchange, and Tokyo, which is the Nikkei. Now, as you can see, New York also has international flights that connects us internationally, that connects the New York internationally. Now, based on these factors, it is worth noting that the New York is, as I've said, global city as it encompasses the cultural diversity and their ability to attract talent from around the world. So, as a global city, it poses an influence on the global economic and cultural and political landscape because it possesses these traits. Now, there are hotspots of international finance, for example, the Wall Street or the NBA could also be in the States. Now, with this in mind, these are conduits of global cities because they connect us to other cities. They connect New York to other cities. Now, for example, the NBA, the NFL, which holds most of the stock internationally. Now, the next
A
one would
global
be the
city,
characteristics
also
of
referred to
global
as world
cities.
city, is a term used to describe a city that plays a significant and influential role in the global economy and world affairs. These cities exhibit certain attributes that set them apart from other urban centers, making them hubs of international trade, culture, and innovation. In this essay, we will explore the fundamental attributes of global city. Number one, economic powerhouse. Global cities are major economic centers with diverse and robust economies. They are home to numerous multinational corporations, financial institutions, and stock exchanges. These cities contribute significantly to global GDP and are often considered essential for the functioning of the world economy. Number two, cultural diversity. Global cities are melting pots of cultures. They attract people from all over the world, leading to a rich tapestry of languages, cuisines, traditions, and lifestyles. This cultural diversity fosters creativity and innovation, making global cities vibrant and dynamic places to live and work. Number 3. World-class infrastructure. Global cities boast advanced infrastructure including modern transportation systems, airports, seaports, and cutting-edge communication networks. They invest heavily in maintaining and expanding these infrastructures to facilitate global connectivity. Number 4. Educational and research institutions. Global cities are often home to prestigious universities, research institutions, and think tanks. These institutions attract top talent and promote innovation and knowledge exchange. They contribute to a city's intellectual capital and serve as a driving force for technological advancements. Number 5. International connectivity. These cities have well-developed international transportation links, including direct flights to major cities worldwide. This connectivity facilitates the movement of people, goods, and information across borders, reinforcing their global importance. Number 6. Financial uh, Number 6. Global financial centers. Many global cities serve as global financial hubs, hosting stock exchanges, banks, and financial institutions. They play a pivotal role in global finance, and their financial services sector is a cornerstone of their economy.
So number 7 is the cultural and creative industries. So global cities are often epicenters of the arts, fashion, and entertainment. So they host world-class museums, theaters, and fashion districts. So this creative environment attracts artists, designers, and cultural entrepreneurs contributing to the city's cultural prestige. So the next is the political and diplomatic significance. So several global cities are also capitals or have a strong political influence. They often host international organizations, embassies, and diplomatic missions, making them central to global diplomacy and international relations. The number 9 is the innovation ecosystem. So global cities tend to foster innovation through the presence of technology startups, research parks, and incubators. So they are at the forefront of technological advancements and are hubs for entrepreneurship and innovation. Then 10 is the quality of life. So despite the hustle and bustle, global cities often provide a high quality of life. They offer a wide range of amenities, healthcare, educational opportunities, and cultural experiences. So their well-developed public services and urban planning make them attractive places for both residents and businesses. So 11 is the global connectivity and trade. So global cities serve as key roles in the global supply chain. So they facilitate the movement of goods and services across the world with their ports, logistics, and trade networks playing a crucial role in international trade. So 12 is the resilience and sustainability. So global cities are increasingly focused on sustainability and resilience to cope with the challenges of the 21st century. So they invest in green infrastructure, renewable energy, and climate adaptation to ensure their long-term viability. So in conclusion, global cities are complex and multifaceted urban centers that play a pivotal role in the globalized world. So they are characterized their economic strength, cultural diversity, international connectivity, and innovative spirit. So these attributes collectively make them essential roles in the global network, influencing the world's economy, culture, and politics.
The characteristic of the global city. A global city, also known as a power city, world city, alpha city, or world center, is a city that serves as primary node in the global economic network. So here are some of the key characteristics of a global city. One is economic power. Global cities are often considered economic powerhouses and are home to major corporations. 2. Cultural diversity. They attract people from around the world and are known for their diverse populations and cultural offerings. 3. Large territorial extensions. They occupy large territorial extensions that are densely populated. And 4. Tourist importance. They have tourist importance and are the usual venue for renowned international events. And 5. Transportation infrastructures. They are connected by an airport to the main commercial air of the world. In addition, they have complex internal system of massive ground transportations. 6. Advanced telecommunication infrastructure. And 7. Unique cultural environment. They have a vast, complex, and unique cultural environment which gives them to their own personality. 8. Active participation in the world economic flow. They actively participate in the world economic flow and constitute financial hubs in their respective regions. Number 9. Positive immigration rates. They have a positive immigration rates inside and outside of the country and tend to host citizens of very different cultures and origins. 10. High quality educational and research institutions. They have high quality educational and research institutions. 11. Globally influential output of ideas, innovations, or cultural products. They have a globally influential output of ideas, innovation, or cultural products. These cities are played active role in the economic, social, and technological flow in their region, or even on the planet. They are relevant cities for the world order, that is to say, model cities of contemporary global capitalism. Possible conclusion of characteristic of the global city. Global cities are the main nodes of the global economic network and have a significant impact on the world order. They have various features that distinguish them from other cities, such as economic power, cultural diversity, large territorial extensions, tourist importance, transportation infrastructure, advanced telecommunication infrastructure, unique cultural environment, active participation in the world economic flow, positive immigration rates, high quality educational and research institution, and globally influential output of ideas, innovation, or cultural products. These features make global cities attractive, dynamic, and influential, but also pose challenges and risks such as social inequality, environmental degradation, security threats, and cultural conflicts. Therefore, global cities need to balance their development and governance with their responsibilities and obligation to the global community.
Examples of global cities. First is New York City, USA. Financial hub New York City is a global financial center home to Wall Street and New York Stock Exchange. It plays a central role in international finance, investments, banking, and asset management. Second is Tokyo, Japan. Technological innovation. Tokyo is a hub of technological innovation and is known for its advanced electronics, robotics, and telecommunications industries. It's home to many major tech companies. Third, London, UK. Financial services and professional services. London is a major international financial center housing a significant portion of the world's banking and financial institutions. It's also a key hub for professional services like law, uh, consulting, and insurance. Fourth, Hong Kong. International trade and finance. Hong Kong is a vital player in global trade and finance. It serves as a major gateway to Asia with a bustling port and thriving financial sector. Fifth, Singapore. Global trade and finance. Singapore is a major hub for international trade and finance in Asia. It boasts a highly developed financial sector, a busy port, and is known for its business-friendly environment. And six, Paris, France. Fashion and luxury goods. Paris is renowned as the global capital of fashion and luxury. It is home to many high-end fashion houses and is a center for haute couture and luxury goods and many others. These cities are considered key players in the global economy, each contributing significantly to various industries and sectors. They play crucial roles in international finance, trade, technology, and other areas of economic activity.
Proceed to our last topic, which is the challenge faced by global cities during the COVID-19 pandemic, were multifaceted and include a range economic, social, healthcare, and logistic issues. Alright, so here are some of the key challenges. So the first factor is the economic challenge. So in economic challenge, they have a business closures. So many businesses, particularly in the retail, hospitality, and entertainment sectors, were forced to close or operate at reduced capacity, leading to financial hardship and job losses. So the second is the economic downturn. So global cities experience severe economic downturns as the pandemic disrupted global supply chains, trade, and tourism. And the third is the decline in tourism. So global cities heavily reliant on tourism saw a significant decline in visitors, leading to revenue losses and job cuts. So the fourth is the income inequality. So the economic impact disproportionately affected lower income individuals and communities, exacerbating income inequality. So the second factor is the healthcare challenge. So first is the overwhelmed healthcare systems. Hospital and healthcare facilities in global cities face the challenge of coping with an overwhelming number of COVID-19 patients, straining resources and personnel. So the second is the shortage of medical supplies. So global shortage of personal protective equipment, which is the PPE, and also ventilators and other critical medical supplies pose a significant challenge for healthcare providers. So the third is the vaccine distribution. So coordinating and implementing mass vaccination campaigns present logistic challenges, including vaccine distribution and equitable access. So the third factor is the social challenges. So first is the mental health and isolation. So lockdowns and social distancing measures lead to increased isolation, loneliness, and mental health issues among city residents. And also education disruptions. School closures disrupted the educational of children, highlighting the need for remote learning infrastructures. And the third is the childcare challenge. So working parents face difficulties with childcare as schools and daycare facilities close. So the fourth factor is the infrastructure challenges. So adopting infrastructure, cities had to adopt infrastructure for pandemic response, including setting up testing centers, field hospitals, and creating outdoor dining areas for restaurants. So the second is the public transportations. So reduced ridership and financial difficulties affected public transportation systems in global cities. So the fifth factor is the digital transformation. So in digital transformation, they have a remote work and education. The rapid shift to remote work and online education pose challenge for those without access to reliable internet and digital tools. And also digital divide. The pandemic highlighted disparities in digital access with some communities lacking the necessary technology for remote work and education. So the sixth factor is the environmental impact. So air quality and carbon emissions. So while there was a temporary improvement in air quality due to lockdowns, the pandemic raised questions about long-term urban planning and reducing carbon emissions. So the seven factors is lesson learned and future preparedness. So cities needed to learn lesson from the pandemic to better prepare for future public health crises, invest in healthcare infrastructures, and develop robust crisis response plans. So our eight factors, which is our last factors, is the global collaborations. So international cooperation and data sharing were essential in addressing the global nature of the pandemic, emphasizing the need for global cities to work together in crisis. This pandemic, also these challenges vary from city to city, depending on factors like the local healthcare system's capacity, and the city's economic structure, and the effectiveness of public health measures. So addressing this challenge required a coordinated effort from governments, businesses, healthcare providers, and communities to mitigate the impact of the pandemic and prepare for future crises.
A global village, as presented by McLuhan, is a circumstance wherein modern technologies interconnects all people worldwide. Similar to a village demography, this interconnectedness implies that people worldwide can connect and share information and experiences, even when they are not geographically close. So, the global village theory was popularized by Canadian media scholar Marshall McLuhan in the 1960s. It proposed that advances in communication technologies such as television and the internet have transformed the world into a closely interconnected and interdependent global village. According to this theory, these technologies have shrunk the world, making it easier for people from different parts of the globe to communicate and share information, thus creating sense of a small closely knit village. McLuhan ideas highlight the impact of media on our perception of the world and the way we interact with information and each other.
Global village attributes. The global village uses contemporary characteristics and media modalities such as the internet, the World Wide Web, public opinion, and social platforms to improve information exchange. However, as McLuhan and Dixon point out, the global village will eventually create a divide among cultures due to such media modalities and contemporary characteristics that create cultural dominance. So, a global village is a complex web of interconnectedness, cultural diversity, and economic interdependence, facilitated by technology, social media, multinational corporations, and shared values. It facilitates communication, collaboration, and cooperation across borders, addressing global challenges like climate change and pandemics.
So, the Global Village Theory, coined by Marshall McLuhan in the 1960s, described the world as a closely interconnected community where information and communication technologies bring people together, making the entire world seems like a single village. Here are a few examples of the global village theory in action. First, internet and actual social media. Second is online marketplaces. Third is news and media. Fourth is economic interconnectedness. Fifth is cultural exchange. And lastly, collaborative projects. These are examples to illustrate how the global village theory manifests in the modern world, emphasizing the interconnectedness and interdependence of societies across